Good afternoon to all of you. We are a group of experts and we are going to talk about certain topics about negotiation. Well, first of all, I am Huerta Macías Montserrat and I am going to talk about what it is negotiation. So, negotiation. When people meet to establish a contract, buy or sell any product or service, solve deficiencies, make decisions, agree on work plans, etc., we are talking about negotiation. For this reason, negotiating and negotiating well acquires a fundamental importance in order to achieve better relationships in life, and as a consequence, more pleasant and solid positions. The next one, please. Okay, like Colossi and Berkeley said, negotiations can be practically defined as a process that offers the contestants the opportunity to exchange premises and make formal commitments, trying to resolve their differences. Next one, please. So, in order to have a successful negotiation, we have to follow certain points. For example, know well and exactly what is going to be negotiated, cooperate as much as possible with the other part, be flexible, accept changes and opposite points of view, and obviously solve conflicts and use dialogue. In case we are negotiating about enterprise, we have to know the sort of the enterprise or the company. So thank you. The next one.
Hello, my name is Lisbeth Islas, and I will give you some backgrounds of negotiation. So, knowing the specific origin of the action of negotiating is difficult task. What we can relate to the origin of the relation between human groups when the members of one group approach another to delimit territories, request cooperation for hunting animals, or agree to something. But according to different authors on books, it is officially begun in Greece with the so-called heralds, in Spanish heraldos, which were representatives of countries seeking to resolve conflicts and reach peace. Later, in the Middle Age, the crowns sent the people to negotiate with the state economic support, and in this period, the commercial negotiation began between countries to acquire various and different products, establishing the great commercial empires of France, Asia, and England. The first example of multilateral negotiation was the Westphalia Congress in 1868. This meeting made possible the implementation of treaties that give balance between the Europe political forces and cooperation between the powers of the Europe. After the Second World War, there is a notable shift towards treaty negotiators, where the negotiators now rely on trade agreements and treaties. From then on, the negotiation took on an international character, and with the growth, the trade, the singing of treaties, international agreements, etc., then it was created to have highly trained negotiators in all countries in the world. And the next one, please.
Okay, my name is David Martinez and talk about negotiation styles. People have different communication styles. Individuals bring set of experiences, skills, and tools that affect the way they interact with others, both at home and in the workplace. Individual communication styles also translate into how they negotiate. From this partner or communication, 5 distinct negotiation styles have emerged. Okay. Competitive negotiating style follows the model I win, you lose. Compromise. I win some, you win some. I lose some, you lose some. About I lose, you lose. Accommodate, you win, I lose. Collaborate, I win, you win.
Good afternoon, my name is Sandra Clemente and I'm going to talk about the negotiation matrix. The trading matrix is a useful tool that helps to choose the best trading strategy in each situation. It was developed by Roy Lewitt and Alexander Hyam in their book called Mastering Business Negotiation, which is based on two main factors, the importance of the result and the importance of the relationship in the negotiation. Next, please. Why use it? It helps when negotiating with another person, since by analyzing their priorities and you can choose a negotiation strategy that best suits your needs. In this picture, we can see the matrix, which is divided in 5 squares. In the middle, it's the compromising, and in the other one, it is avoiding, competing, collaborating, and accommodating. The next one, please. And now we are going to define the 5 styles of the negotiation matrix. The first one, it is avoid. It is when the outcome and the relationship are of the little importance, and it is not worth entering into a conflict. It is a way of positioning to win the negotiation by leaving the situation in a better place. The second one is accommodability. In this case, the relationship, it is of great importance, but the outcome has a little priority. It also is useful in situations where you need delay a larger negotiation until you have more tools to support it. The third one, it is compete. In this case, the result is of great importance, but the relationship, it is of the little importance. This is called win-lose, and it is often used when both parties have short-term goals and when the current person has not a special meaning to the negotiation. The fourth one, it is collaborate. The collaboration strategy occurs when both the result and the relationship are in a great importance. This is called win-to-win strategy, and it allows both parties to work together to achieve the great reward by building a trust relationship and creating bonus. And finally, the fifth one, it is the engagement. The engagement is the one that is in the middle on the matrix, and it's often seen when the parties cannot find way to fully collaborate, but still want to meet their goals and preserve the relationship. These styles of trading use strategies from the other 4 styles, and the objective is the prioritization that becomes relevant and thus understanding the other parties' key interests and concerns. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I am Ernesto Camarena, and the next topic is negotiation culture. Culture has profound influence on the way people think, communicate, and behave. It also affects the types of transactions they make and the way they negotiate them. The impossible great diversity of the cultures of the world makes for any negotiation, regardless of the skill and experience, totality, all the cultures you can find. Next, please. Okay, the next topic is structure to identify cultural difference. And in this have five. The number one is language. Speaking the same language as a potential partner will be the key to opening or ending a negotiation. The ideal is to master the language so that there are not balls about what is being spoken and about all to show that there is really an interest in entering this new market. And number two is nonverbal communication. Gestures and movements are other factors that must be taken care of when begin with a foreign, because while Latinos are warm people and tend to physical contact, Orientals are very generous of their personal space. Knowing these types of details is essential to avoid crossing borders that could put the deal at risk. The next, please. Okay, number three is country story. Also, it may be somewhat irrelevant to the business. Knowing some of the most important events a national has been taught can avoid making inappropriate comments. For example, in Germany, one should not talk about the Holocaust because it's a topic that embarrasses its population, while in Japan, the atomic bomb can remove sensitive fibers in its inhabitants. Next, please. We have number four, that is customs. Each community acts differently. So it is good to know what is social accept and what is not. For example, Mexicans are considered unpunctual. So foreigners do not take very serious the time they are given for appointment. Instead, begin late for a meeting when a Japanese is rude. Another example is that Americans are used to giving flowers when they attend an invitation to meeting at home, while Europeans tend to give more personal gifts to the wives of the executives with whom they are dealing. Next, please. And finally, we have number 5, that is holiday. It's important to know the important dates in the countries where you were working because the meeting should be scheduled based on this. It is also recommended that the same holidays be taken into consideration when you are already working in that nation, just as a courtesy to employees. Okay, that's all, and thank you for your attention.